cost.
Colleagues, welcome to a meeting of the Chief Officer Appointments Committee that's been convened this day, Monday, 10th July 2023. And thank you for your patience as we've sorted out some of the setup practicalities for this meeting, and we're now live at the Noon Council building at Noon Dockside, 1000 Dockside Road, London, E16 to QU. We're convening to determine the matter of the appointment of Chief Executive if we are able to reach an agreement as a Chief Officer Appointments panel. And if I can just draw your attention to the agenda page in the agenda pack, and you'll know items that we're going to be covering off. So I'm going to kick off with the apologies for absence. I note that the only apologies for absence that we received for purposes of today's meeting is Councillor John Whitworth, and I'd like for that to be formally noted. I'd like to draw everyone's attention to the declarations of interest covering pages 5 to 6. And in accordance with the Members' Code of Conduct, this is the time for members to declare any interest they may have in any matter being considered at this meeting. Advice is attached in the agenda pack. So can I invite any declarations of interest? I will be making one in so much as one of the candidates currently occupies the role of the new Council Chief Executive on an interim basis, and as the Mayor of Newham, as have other cabinet members. So I just wanted to have that noted and documented, but for the purposes of this recruitment process, I am presuming that the arrangements as they are interim don't have any bearing on declarations of interest from the formal sense that we understand the declarations of interest. Is that right?
Correct, Chair.
Thank you very much. Moving on to agenda item 3, which are covered off on pages 7 to 10. It's the appointment of Chief Executive, and it just provides an overview of the process, what we're going to be determining, and thereafter, once I've evoked the exclusion of present public as per agenda item 4, we will be able to discuss some of that in a little bit of detail, including one in order of interviewing candidates. But is everyone satisfied with the agenda item 3 as I've presented, which you will agree with read the papers?
Agreed.
Please. Thank you very much. And then moving on to agenda item 4, the Local Government Act 1972 as amended by the Local Government Act 1985, exclusion of press and public. In light of the fact that this meeting is being held and members of the Chief Officer Appointments Committee are being convened to undertake the final stage of a recruitment process for the permanent Chief Executive of Newham Council, and we will be interviewing candidates, I am going to be evoking the exclusion of press and public because it would be inappropriate in HR terms to have an audience in someone's interview. So are colleagues happy to agree that we exclude the press and public?
Brilliant.
Thank you very much. And then on that note, we will be switching off and no longer being live. Those members of the press and public may well be watching this live stream presently on the Newham Council YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your observing the proceedings thus far, and you will be able to check in on the council website as to